Hello there, my confident kings and queens. Happy Wednesday. Today is hump day. I'm not going to be before you long, but I just wanted to come before you and talk about a couple of announcements and also just talk about some good things about being intentional. Today, I had a lot of stuff going on, and so I was able to think about some things that I have not been intentional about. So you know what I was thinking, and it's gonna go completely left. But before I do that, let me introduce myself. So my name is Sharice, and I am the founder of CAJDL Paramore LLC. I'm also a confidence reset mindset coach, and also author of the book and workbook Fearless Warrior: The Battle with the Inner You. And you can follow me on all social media outlets at CAJD Lifestyles _Sharice or Coach _Sharice. So let's get into what I want to talk to you about. This is going to just be a conversation about being intentional, right? So today, I was thinking, I do a lot of different things and I kind of found myself getting frustrated, right, you guys? And I know sometimes we get frustrated about different things that goes on in our life. But I'm thinking like I'm getting frustrated because, I'm in school full time. I work, I take care of my children. I'm a wife also, and I have two businesses that I run. This business, which is the coaching business, and one that is the apparel business. So I'm doing a lot of different things. We have this conference coming up on October 8th. And sometimes, life can get the best of you and it can frustrate you so much so because no matter what, even though I have all of those things going on, I still have problems too, right? I still have things that I have to deal with. I still have issues or whatever. And sometimes those things can consume us. So today I just want to talk about some things and ask you, how are you being intentional? And if you are being intentional, what are you intentional about, right? So one of the things that I posted today on my Facebook page in the Confidence God's Way group is I posted that, I'm intentional about saving people's lives and, helping people to realize how worthy they are, how confident they are, how beautiful they are. Like I am very intentional about that. And I don't take it lightly that God has entrusted me with people to do that with, right? So where are some areas in your life that you need to be intentional? What are some areas in your life that you have been making so many excuses, that you're making excuses about things, but it's not, the excuses that you're making are not getting you into a better place? They're actually making you backtrack. Where is it that you have settled in unforgiveness and frustration and overwhelming that you're not allowing yourself to get to the level that you need to get to, and you can be intentional about the things that God has called you to do or the things that you need to be doing, right? I was thinking about, just say like, Oprah or, we Steve Harvey. These people have been given the same 24 hours we've been given, right? Given the same 24 hours, they have the same amount of time and they're able to accomplish so many different things. Have you ever sat there and asked yourself why they're able to accomplish so many different things? And sometimes we complain about the very little things that we have to do. It's because they're intentional. They're intentional about making money. They're intentional about changing lives. They're intentional about doing those things. So today I'm going to share with you three things that will help you being more intentional in your life and also help you to crush those fearless goals that you have in your life that you need to crush, right? Because all of us have a goals or should have goals that we want to crush. We should have things that we want to accomplish and things that we want to do. So the first thing is trigger new behavior, right? So I need you to understand that you need to trigger new behavior. You need to do things that are going to get you to a place where you can do new things, right? Where you can find out new things, you can learn new things, you can do new things, right? So trigger new behavior. That's the first thing, right? Once you trigger new behavior, you will start to realize that the things that you thought were good are not necessarily the things that you should be doing. Like the people that you were hanging around with, maybe they weren't absolutely right for you. Maybe some of the places that you're going are not absolutely correct for you, right? For you to pursue what you need to do. Maybe you have too many negative people in your ear and you need to get some new people that are doing bigger and better things so you can have a better mindset, right? So trigger a new behavior. The next thing is help guide your focus, right? How do you do that? You help guide your focus by listening to podcasts. You're listening to me right now, doing different things like this, get into a small group, different thing that's going to help you to be able to focus on what you need to do, right? So what I did recently, and it's something that I have been doing, is I've been putting together different workspace flows in Trello, right? I put one in there for school. I did one for work-life balance. I did one for the conference that's coming up on October 8th. You have to hold yourself accountable, right? Because either way it goes, it has to be done. So just think about all the things that have to be done in the conference, right? You have to find speakers. You have to find people to do photos. You have to find people to do decorations. You have to find people to do all these different tasks that need to be done, because I'm only one person. I can't do everything. So there are some things that you have to hire people outside to do. But if you don't have the mindset to help guide you to do those things, how is that going to get done? Right? How are those things that you need to get done gonna get done? You know, I have to still show up for my daughter. I have to pick them up for school. I have to still be mom to them. I have to help them with their homework. I have to do all these things, right? So I wear multiple hats, and some other people wear multiple hats too. So what are you doing to manage the multiple hats that you're wearing? Are you just wearing these hats and you just falling out and getting frustrated? Or how are you handling those things, right? How are you handling those things? Put some comments in there and let me know how are you handling some of the things that you are doing, right? Because some of us are not handling them well. And I can tell you, I get overwhelmed sometimes. I'm not going to sit up here and say that Sharice is perfect. Trust me, I am not by a long shot. But what I am saying is that I manage a lot of things all the time. And people always ask me, how do you do that? How do you go to school full time? How do you work? How do you take care of your kids? How do you cook? I still have to cook, clean. I still have all the major tasks that everybody else has. And I still get the same 24 hours that everybody else does. So you have to ask yourself, what do I need to do differently so that I'm able to help guide my focus? Right? So the first one was trigger new behavior. The second one was help guide your focus. The next one is improve your lifestyle. And I know that seems very, very vague. Like, improve my lifestyle. What do you mean? Improve the things that you're consuming, improve the things that you're thinking about, improve the things that you're listening to, right? And I'm going to tell you something that just recently helped me. So I have an R&B playlist because I love gospel music, but I do have my R&B soul that I like to listen to. So I have my R&B playlist, right? So when I had my R&B playlist, I had happened to notice that I had maybe added some songs that had some cuss words in it, a little bit more than what I needed to hear. And so I was listening. I was like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? When did this get added to my playlist? Where was my mind at the time when this got added to my playlist, right? So I had to go back and say, wait a minute, I need to go back and go through these songs and delete some stuff off my playlist, because some of this stuff don't need to enter my ear, right? Some of the things that I'm listening to, I'm consuming, don't need to enter my ear. They don't need to be in my ear gates, because I am projecting positive energy on people. I'm praying for people. I'm talking to people. You know, people are calling me about different issues that they may have going on in their life, right? If I'm listening to something that's negative, how can I help you? I can't help you do nothing, right? Because I can't help myself. So with that being said, you know, we have to improve our lifestyle, improve what we listen to, improve what we eat. So recently I made a decision to stop eating meat, right? So I eat seafood, I eat fish, seafood only, but I gave up beef, pork, chicken, right? I made that decision to do that, right? It has improved me tremendously as far as my health. My stomach doesn't hurt as much anymore. I'm not, you know, upset as much as I used to be, because those things has hormones in them. And I'm not saying that if you eat meat, that's on you. But for me, for Sharice, I had to change that. Right? I had to develop some better eating habits for myself, right? So you have to improve your lifestyle all the way around. Drink more water. That's something that I really need to do, right? I'm not good at that. You know, I got a half a thing of bottle of water right here, almost full, right? So I'm not good at that, but I'm getting there, right? So we're going to drink our water. We're going to improve our lifestyle. We're going to, you know, think about what we're listening to. Think about what we're doing. Think about what's going on around us, right? So we're going to improve those things. And so I heard this quote today and I wrote it down. It says, you can't manage what you don't measure. I need y'all to get that. You cannot manage what you don't measure, right? So if you're trying to measure all these things, what are you trying to manage all these things? How are you measuring it? What are you putting? Do you have your priorities set? Are you putting it in a place that it needs to be in? Are you saying, you know what, let me make sure I prioritize myself? You know, for us, families should be first. right? Well, God should be first. Then family should be after that, right? Your family, your husband, your children, or if you don't have those things, whatever falls in line after that, because you might be single and not have a husband, right? So if that's the case, then whatever comes in line after that, what has God told you to do? That's what comes in after that. What are you not doing? Sometimes we're so intentional about other people's business. We're so intentional about what they got going on. We're so intentional about the gossip and trying to find out what the latest news is that we're not intentional about the things that we know we're supposed to be doing. I need you to try to change somebody's life. Put that on the top of your list, right? Put that on the top of your list. And for me, and that's what I want to do. I want to change people's lives because of the fact that my life was changed tremendously. I want to help other people see the other side of that. So I just wanted to give you guys those three things. So the three things was trigger your new behavior, help guide your focus, and improve your life. Those are the three things that I need you to do. Yes, I have someone on Instagram that said the hormones in meat really affected you. Yes, they did. They really did. You know, they had me frustrated sometimes in different things and had me doing different things. And sometimes, and for some people, that may not be the case, right? For some people, it may not be that's not your issue. And it's okay. Your issue don't got to be my issue. But at the same time, we all have something. And whatever it is that we have to know how to manage those things. So what I'm going to be doing next week, also, just to let you guys know, next week, if you're not in Confidence God's Way, because I am airing on Instagram and I'm also on my Facebook page, like my regular Facebook page as well. If you are not a member of Confidence God's Way on Facebook, I'm going to ask that you join the group. The reason being is because next week, the 12th through the 16th, I'm going to be doing a Code of Confidence boot camp, and we're going to talk about all things confidence. Also, you're gonna also get some worth sheets, and I said worth, WRTH sheets. That's gonna go with that, because what all my worth books and worth sheets are what they're gonna be called. So anytime I put out something, it's gonna be a worth sheet. And why do I call it that? I call it that because you're worth it. And you need to know that you're worth it. So this is something that I came up with. I was like, they're going to be called worth books. So anytime I put out something, it's going to be a worth book or a worth sheet. So worth sheets will be with this course, and you'll be able to get them if I have your email. If I don't have your email, you will not get them. So make sure that you send me your email. You can send me a email to confidence coaching at Charise, CHARISE Richardson.com, or you can DM me a message and say, hey, this is my email, because I don't want to miss out on the workbooks. Okay. So again, the 12th through the 16th of next week, we're going to be doing a 5-day Code of Confidence boot camp, and it's free. It's free. This is the thing. I want to help people get set free from bondage. And so because of that, if God gives him and say, hey, I need you to do this, I'm on point with it. I'm ready. So we're going to be doing that. And also, if you have not purchased your ticket for the conference, please do so. You can purchase your ticket at ChariseRichardson.com. You can also go on Eventbrite and purchase it on Eventbrite under I'm Becoming Fearless. The tickets are $47, and it does include a meal. The tickets will be going up towards the end of this week. Not this week, I'm sorry, the end of this month. They'll be going the middle of the month. I want to say it's like on the 17th. So you got 10 more days to get it at $47. It's go up to $67, right? Which should have been what it should have been in the beginning, because you are getting a meal. It's going to be other things that you're going to get, swag bags. It's going to be so much fun. And we're also going to be crowning I'm Becoming Fearless King and Queens, because we're going to have male and female speakers at this event. So we're going to be crowning people as well. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be awesome. And I can't wait to see how God works through this, right? So that's all I really have for you guys today. Make sure that you that you don't forget to be here next week for our Confidence Boot Camp, Code of Confidence Boot Camp, and make sure you tell a friend and tell them to make sure they join the group. I hope you guys have a fearless day. And I'm going to wait a couple minutes to see if anybody has any comments. I do see people on. So if you have any comments or questions, you can put them in the chat and I'll answer them if you have any. If not, then I will be logging off shortly. So I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes for that. And while I'm waiting, I want you guys to think about this right here. The what I had said in the end, it says that you can't manage what you don't measure, right? You can't manage what you don't measure. Make sure that you think about that, because it might be the reason why you're not able to manage the things that you have on your plate. Sometimes we have to measure the cost. We have to measure it out to see what it is that we're doing and what we need to be doing. You know, sometimes it's busy work. You know, for a couple of days this week, I've been like, I'm gonna go live, I'm gonna go live, I'm gonna go live, and something kept happening, something kept coming up, and I wasn't able to go live. And you know what I realized, that this right here is what I'm supposed to do, and no matter what, I can't allow anything to stop me from showing up the way I'm supposed to show up for you guys, right? Because I'm showing up to fulfill a need for you, and you are showing up because you want to see that need fulfilled, right? So we have to learn how to put some things to the side that are not so important and focus on the things that are important, right? Well, all right. Thank you so much. Somebody said right. Okay. Well, I am going to end this live. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. See you soon. Bye.